Coronation Street spoilers. Paul Foreman grieves over sad death and makes moving plan. Paul Foreman gets some devastating news in Coronation Street soon, leading him to make some plans for a funeral. Prior to this, Paul turns his attention to his and Billy Mayhew's stag do. When they arrive at the bistro, Billy is somewhat taken aback by all of the glitter and rainbows, but Paul absolutely loves it. "I do feel slightly honored. I'm thrilled," Daniel Brocklebank said recently, discussing the prospect of Corrie's first gay wedding. "I mean, obviously there's been long-running gay characters in the show, prior to Billy with Todd Grimshaw and Sean Tully and also Sophie Webster. And I'm thrilled that we are going to finally have a wedding. Billy has been on the other side of the altar for so many, it seems fitting for him to have the first one. And with him being a religious man, it is significant in that way too. Although he hasn't been the best omen at weddings. Most of the ones he has officiated at haven't ended well. Let's hope that doesn't jinx it." As the event gets underway, Bernie Winter is paid a visit by 2 police officers at her home. They want to ask her some questions about a potential fraud investigation involving Shelley Rothington, who is Paul's friend. At the station, Bernie makes out that she's simply helping a young woman with MND by collecting a few parcels for her. The police then deliver a shock revelation for Bernie, one that'll leave Paul reeling. Towards the end of the week, an emotional Paul pays a visit to George Shuttleworth. He sits down and goes over Shelley's funeral arrangements and explains that he's written some words about her that he'd like placed with her body. Shelley had MND longer than Paul, which meant she represented a glimpse into what his future will look like as his motor neurone disease progresses. Can he hold himself together at the funeral, knowing what's ahead in his own life?